What's up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka what kind of snatch you want, because I got playing around. As you can tell by the title of my thumbnail and the video itself, this is my WWE Smackdown review and highlight. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please get this video at least to 30 likes in this video. Comment down below what you guys think on Smackdown. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my AEW Dynamite review and highlights I did on the channel. Let's get started. Now, WWE Smackdown was a boring show for what it was. It had some good matches and highlights here and now and then, but the entire show was just boring because of the division. Alright, WWE Smackdown was live from Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Alright, we go to Then, Now, Forever Together intro. I love that intro. Alright, Michael Cole welcomes us to the show as we have an outside shot at Cincinnati, Ohio. The music of Cody Rhodes hits and sizable ovation as the undisputed WWE Champion makes his way out with the pyro going off and the fans sing along to his song. Booker T and Michael Cole joins on commentary. Cody Rhodes hits the ring as the fans continue to cheer him. Cody Rhodes grabs a mic and as the fans continue to cheer and chant his name. So Cincinnati, Ohio, what do you want to talk about? Paul Heyman then interrupts Cody Rhodes, saying there is plenty to talk about. He is out with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. All three hit the apron. Randy Orton then comes in the ring as Cody Rhodes back up. Paul Heyman says that was rude of him, interrupting Cody Rhodes. Paul Heyman does his usual intro for himself. Paul Heyman says they did not come out to talk to Cody Rhodes, but came out here to talk to Randy Orton. Paul Heyman tells Randy Orton he is hard to get a hold of, won't return his messages. Paul Heyman starts to give a prediction, but the fans start to chant RKO. Paul Heyman says he would love to be a fly on the wall to hear the strategy they have against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Paul Heyman says that when Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton lose tonight, Randy Orton is going to question Cody Rhodes and that he can do so much better than that. But if they beat Randy Orton, and how can Randy Orton look at Cody Rhodes and ask where he was? Paul Heyman says Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes as partners can last. That is a Paul Heyman drops the mic as Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed leave. Now, during that entire segment, Randy Orton was looking at the undisputed WWE Champion. You know Randy Orton wants that title. It's just simple as that. So if I was Randy Orton, I would have hit Cody Rhodes with an RKO just to turn heel. Because it's only a matter of time that Randy Orton takes the title off of Cody Rhodes. So you might as well just pull that trigger. You got to strike while the iron is hot. Have Randy Orton turn heel on Cody Rhodes by having Randy Orton hitting Cody Rhodes with the RKO, and then you can have Randy Orton hold the undisputed WWE Championship in the air. I would have booked it like easy, simple booking. That's all I gotta say. All right, that promo itself was that was just a I might as well say it was just a decent promo for what it was. We go to an outside shot of Tiffany Stratton walking through the parking lot. Backstage is the Miz and Carmelo. Miz confronts Carmelo Hayes about him being pinned last week. Carmelo Hayes tells Miz they are done, and he is being cool about it because normally he shoots first. So basically, Carmelo Hayes and the Miz are done. Thank God for that. Carmelo Hayes can be on his own. So Carmelo Hayes can get away from the Miz, and that's all I gotta say. Up next is the music of Sami Zayn as the U.S. Champion makes his way out for our first match of the night. That is an open challenge match. So Sami Zayn makes his way down to the ring. Commercial break. Back from the commercial break, players from Cincinnati Bengals are shown at ringside. The music of Carmelo Hayes hits as he comes out with a mic. He tells Sami Zayn that he and him already did this thing, and this time there is no one holding him back. Carmelo Hayes tells Sami Zayn they both know how great he is and he is the best he he has ever been. From behind, The Miz drops Carmella Hayes with a skull question finale. Aleister Black then comes out and picks up the mic. He says, "Wow, that is so unfortunate." Aleister Black walks to the ring and says he will accept the challenge. Alright, so we get Sami Zayn defends the United States Championship against Aleister Black in an open challenge. This was a good match. So the feud between Carmella Hayes and The Miz is far from over. And that's all I gotta say. But this was a good match between Sami Zayn and Aleister Black. Alright, the bell rings and both men lock up. Aleister Black runs the ropes, and Sami Zayn takes him down with a few arm drags. Aleister Black is sent Sami Zayn to the ropes and kicks him in the face, sending him to the mat. Aleister Black kicks Sami Zayn and then sends him to the corner. Sami Zayn bounces off the turnbuckles and then is met with another kick by Aleister Black. Aleister Black continues to work on Sami Zayn, who comes back with a kick to Black, but he fires back with a springboard moonsault, taking down the U.S. champion. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Sami Zayn fights back with right hands on Aleister Black. Sami Zayn then kicks Aleister Black, driving him down to the mat. Sami Zayn comes off with a leapfrog, sending Aleister Black to the floor. Sami Zayn takes Aleister Black out with a moonsault off the ropes. Aleister Black is back in the ring. Sami Zayn is up on the top rope and comes down, drives Aleister Black on the mat. Sami Zayn covers Aleister Black, but he kicks out at 2. Sami Zayn picks up Aleister Black, but he counters as both men runs the ropes. Aleister Black kicks Sami Zayn in the back of the neck, suplexes him, and then covers him as Sami Zayn kicks out at 2. Sami Zayn is up as Aleister Black goes for a kick, but Sami Zayn ducks and rolls up Aleister Black for a near fall. Aleister Black goes to the top rope at Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is up as both men are on the top rope. Sami Zayn sends Aleister Black with a superplex, so we go to commercial break. Right from the break, Sami Zayn is up on the top rope. Aleister Black kicks Sami Zayn as he fights back. Sami Zayn comes off the ropes and is met with a big kick by Aleister Black, who then covers him for a near fall. Aleister Black nails Sami Zayn with a huge kick. Sami Zayn goes down and Aleister Black covers him 1-2 no. Sami Zayn kicks out. Damian Priest comes out to distract Aleister Black. Sami Zayn connects with a haluva kick and then hits a blue thunder bomb on Aleister Black to get the win. The winner and still your United States champion, Sami Zayn. This was a good match, and that's all I gotta say. But the feud between Damian Priest and Aleister Black is far from over. So after the match, Aleister Black is lying in the ring. Damian Priest grabs Aleister Black and sends him through the announcer table with the razor's edge. Damian Priest stands over Aleister Black as the referee checks on Aleister Black. Damian Priest leaves ringside. Up next is the music of Chelsea Green and Apple Fire as we had a backstage segment from an earlier today that was shown with Nick Aldis talking to Sol Ruka and Zarya, which sets up this match next. Sol Ruka has that dog in her. Sol Ruka is very good in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But so when I see Sol Ruka hit the Soul Snatcher, man, Sol Ruka's Soul Snatcher is off the chain. I love it. I remember when Sol Ruka hit the Super Soul Snatcher on Kelani Jordan. But like I said, Sol Ruka has that dog within her, and Sol Ruka fits well on the SmackDown roster, and that's all I gotta say. It's nothing but facts. So we go to commercial break. Back from the commercial break, we get a promo from Michael Cole about John Cena's final match in Washington, D.C. on December 13th. Up next is the music of Zarya as Sol Ruka leaps over her. So we get Chelsea Green and Apple Fire versus Sol Ruka and Zarya. This was a squash tag team match, but you had Chelsea Green lose like this. Chelsea Green was the first ever to hold the WWE United States Women's Championship at Saturday night's main event, where she beat Mitchin, and that's all I gotta say. And it is what it is. So this was a squash tag team match. Zarya and Apple Fire start things off. Zarya grabs Apple Fire and tosses her against the turnbuckles. Zarya grabs Apple Fire by the hair and grabs her. Picking her up, Zarya drops her and then hits her with a clothesline. Chelsea Green tags herself in. Zarya headbutts Chelsea Green as Soruka is tagged in. Zarya kicks Chelsea Green as Soruka drops her with the X Factor and then covers her for only a 2 count. Fire is tagged in. Chelsea Green kicks Soruka, sending her to the floor. Chelsea Green sends Soruka back in the ring and covers her for only a 2 count. Chelsea Green sends Soruka face first to the mat and covers her, but Soruka kicks out at 2. On the outsider, Zarya sends Fire into the barricade. Out of nowhere, Soruka hits Chelsea Green with the Soul Snatcher and covers Chelsea Green for the win. The winner by pinfall, Soruka and Zarya. This was a squash tag team match, but like I said it just now, Soruka has that dog in her, and she fits well on the SmackDown roster, and that's all I gotta say. But the tag team match itself was just squash. We go backstage with Captain Kelly talking to the women's tag team champions, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, about Soruka and Zarya. Charlotte Flair does a woo and then wants Alexa Bliss to do it. Captain Kelly gives out a woo as Alexa Bliss walks off. But why are you having Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair cut backstage segments, knowing that they should be competing? That don't make any sense. But anyway, it's just facts. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Michael Cole runs down the Perth Australia weekend. So you mean to tell me that we all got to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning just to watch Crown Jewel in Saudi, and not Saudi, but in Australia? That's going to be terrible. And nobody's not going to care about that. But anyway, let me continue. Back video package showing the return of Roman Reigns on the last past Monday Night Raw airs. Roman Reigns is just a spammer when he returns to Monday Night Raw. And that's all I got to say. Roman Reigns is just a spammer. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is when he returns to Monday Night Raw. But I remember that end of the segment when Roman Reigns was talking to Jey Uso. That look on Jimmy Uso's face really says it all. You can tell that Jimmy Uso is going to turn on Jey Uso, which is I hope not. So it is what it is. So then we go to backstage with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton tells Cody Rhodes he doesn't care what Paul Heyman says. Both says they have each other's backs. General Manager Nick Aldis is in the ring for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship match contract signing. Up first is the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. She makes her way to the ring to a nice ovation. Next is the WWE Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer. She makes her way out and heads to the ring. Tiffany Stratton stands up as Stephanie Vaquer has a mic in hand. Stephanie Vaquer tells Tiffany Stratton she respects her and she will show Tiffany Stratton who she is. She says she won't be losing any match and may the best woman win. Tiffany Stratton tells Stephanie Vaquer the moment she was signed, she could not wait to step in the ring with her. But at Perth, it will be her walking out as champion. It won't matter where it is. It will always be Tiffany time. Tiffany Stratton signs the contract. Stephanie Vaquer then signs the contract in hand. Hands it to Nick Aldis. He makes the match official for Crown Jewel. I can tell you that Stephanie Vaquer is going to become double champion. She already got the Women's World Champion. Now she's going to have the Women's Crown Jewel champion. Stephanie Vaquer is going to be a double champion. So there is a 100% that Stephanie Vaquer is going to beat Tiffany Stratton. And let me bring this up. I miss the EST in the WWE Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair needs to come back and take the WWE Women's Champion off of Tiffany Stratton. For a prime example, why would you have Bianca Belair come back to go after the mid-card, the Women's United States Championship, knowing that Bianca Belair can go after Tiffany Stratton? That don't make any sense if you have Bianca Belair to come back and go after Julia for the Women's United States Champion. That don't make any sense. But what really makes sense is that have Bianca Belair come back to WWE to go after Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. It'll make total sense because somebody needs to take the WWE Women's Championship off of Tiffany Stratton. And the answer is the EST and WWE, the fastest, toughest, and that's Bianca Belair. And I miss Bianca Belair in the WWE, and that's all I gotta say. But this contract signed between Stephanie Vaquer and Julia. This contract signed between Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton got awful. And that's all I gotta say. As Tiffany Stratton goes to leave, Julia nails her from behind. Stephanie Vaquer is told by Kiana James that she is not a superstar, but the level of what she will receive is beyond if she joins Julia and herself. Stephanie Vaquer is told she could end up like Tiffany Stratton, who then attacks Kiana James from behind. We go to another earlier today with Javon Evans, who is told by Nick Aldis that he has a bright future, which is I agree with that. Ray Phoenix comes in and praises Javon Evans. They are interrupted by Lars Garza, who puts out the challenge and is accepted. Javon Evans is the future. Javon Evans is the future of the WWE. Javon Evans has that dog in him. Look what he's doing on NXT, and look what he's doing on SmackDown. Javon Evans had a good match against Sami Zayn for the United States Championship, which is Sami Zayn should have lost to Javon Evans. You know that's facts, but Javon Evans has that dog in him, and he is the future in the He's the future of the WWE, because Javon Evans is very good in the ring. Don't sleep on Javon Evans, and that's all I gotta say. Javon Evans comes out first, followed by Ray Phoenix. Commercial break. We go to a vintage with Jacob Fatu recapping his confrontation with Drew McIntyre. That was a random feud between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. You know what I'm saying? That felt random by itself. Alright, so we get a tag team match. Javon Evans and Ray Phoenix versus Lars Garza. And this was a pretty good tag team match. The bell rings and Javon Evans and Berto start off. Javon Evans comes off the ropes, taking down Berto and covers him for only a 2 count. Berto fires back and kicks Javon Evans in the midsection. Berto then drop kicks Javon Evans and covers him as Javon Evans kicks out. Javon Evans then comes back and Angel is tagged in. Ray Phoenix comes in and sends Lars Garza to the floor and then leaps over the ropes and lands on Ray Phoenix. Javon Evans then runs to the ropes and leaps over the top, taking out Lars Garza. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Javon Evans clears Berto out of the ring. Ray Phoenix is caught by Angel. Javon Evans is up on Angel as Berto hits the ropes, taking down Javon Evans and Ray Phoenix. Angel Garza covers Ray Phoenix, but he kicks out at 2. Ray Phoenix comes back and connects with a jawbreaker on Angel. Berto is tagged in. Javon Evans kicks Berto in the back of the leg. Berto goes to the floor, and Javon Evans leaps over the ropes, taking out the cameraman and Berto. So I hope the cameraman is okay. Anyway, Javon Evans covers Berto as Angel breaks up the 3 count. Ray Phoenix is tagged in. He kicks Berto in the face. Ray Phoenix picks up Angel and drops him with a Mexican muscle buster to get the win. The winner by pinfall, Javon Evans and Ray Phoenix. This was a good tag team match. You know what I'm saying? And this was a good and fun tag team match. What it was. Backstage, Captain Kelly catches up with Damian Priest. Kid Wilson interrupts Damian Priest as he comes in on a wheelchair. Kid Wilson says he will overthrow the toxic area. Kid Wilson gets up as he pushes Kid Wilson back in the wheelchair and sends him into a wall that is not shown on camera, but can be heard. Damian Priest then challenges Aleister Black to a last man standing match next week. We go to a vintage with Solo Sikoa and his family tree. Solo Sikoa says there is a missing part of the family, and once he finds it, everyone is on notice. I'm sick and tired of this bloodline. Solo Sikoa is trying to be like Roman Reigns. I'm tired of this bloodline stuff, and that's all I gotta say. Excuse me. All right. Let me get to the point, and let me continue. Back in the arena, the music of Cody Rhodes hits as the undisputed WWE Champion makes his way to the ring. So we go to commercial break. Back from the commercial break, Captain Kelly is talking with the Street Profits about their match next week against the Riot Six. They say they are on the same page, and next week they are not only fighting for the tag titles, but for each other on the television screen. The Riot Six appears talking about how their house is burning around them. I can already tell that the Street Profits better get their get back, man, on the Riot Six. They better get them tag team championships back. Because I can tell you that Angelo Dog is about to turn on Montez Ford. I hope that's not the case. I hope that doesn't happen. But as long as the Street Profits get their get back against the Riot Six and become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions again, I will be happy. And that's all I gotta say. But this setting up Angelo Dawkins turn on Montez Ford. But I hope that doesn't happen. But anyway, Michael Cole then runs down the current lineup for next week's SmackDown, which will take place in Perth, Australia. Back in the ring, Cody Rhodes' mission starts back up as we await Randy Orton. The former WWE champion music hits as he makes his way out and down to the ring. Randy Orton talks with some of the fans at ringside and even signs an autograph for a young fan. That was a W by Randy Orton, signing autographs to a fan. Alright, let me continue. Up next is Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. All three men make their way out and down to the ring. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get a tag team match. Cody Rhodes and the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes and the Viper, Randy Orton versus Braun Breaker, the tribal Braun Breaker and the Tribal Thief Bronson Reed. And this was a decent, this was a I might as well say this was a decent main event for what it was. Randy Orton and Braun Breaker start things off. Both men lock up as Randy Orton has Braun Breaker in the corner. Randy Orton nails Braun Breaker with the uppercut. Randy Orton then nails Braun Breaker as we go to picture-in-picture break. We're back from picture-in-picture break. Gets back in the ring and jaws at Cody Rhodes. Braun Breaker kicks Randy Orton in the midsections, sending him into the corner. Braun Breaker then lays in big right hands into the head of Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes back and pokes Braun Breaker in the eyes and sends him into the corner. Braun Breaker fires back and sends Randy Orton to the floor. Randy Orton comes back and picks up Braun Breaker, dropping him back first on the announcer table. Braun Breaker fires back on Randy Orton. Braun Breaker grabs Randy Orton and tosses him back in the ring. Bronson Reed is tagged in. Back from the PIP, Red has a headlock on Randy Orton as he tries to fight out of it. Randy Orton gets out of the hole. Randy Orton is down, but is able to make the tag to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes takes down Bronson Reed with a kick off the second rope. Bronson Reed goes to the floor. Cody Rhodes sends Braun Breaker to the floor as well, and then as Bronson Reed comes in, Cody Rhodes covers him for only a 2 count. From behind, Braun Breaker nails Cody Rhodes from behind. Bronson Reed nails Cody Rhodes dropping him to his knees. Cody Rhodes fires back, but then is caught by Bronson Reed and drops hard on the mat. Bronson Reed monsters Roman Reigns, then tags in Braun Breaker, who runs the ropes and drops Cody Rhodes with a huge clothesline as we go to picture-in-picture. We're back from the final break of the evening in picture-in-picture. Cody Rhodes fights back at Braun Breaker, prevents him from making a tag. Braun Breaker picks up Cody Rhodes and tosses him in the corner as he rolls to the floor. Bronson Reed is tagged in. He rolls Cody Rhodes back in the ring and applies a headlock. Bronson Reed prevents Cody Rhodes from making a tag. Cody Rhodes tries to fight back, but is nailed by Bronson Reed, who tags in Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker double team the champion. Back from picture-in-picture break, Braun Breaker jaws at Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes tries to fight back. Bronson Reed tags in. Bronson Reed fires away on Cody Rhodes. Braun Breaker is tagged back in. Braun Breaker nails Cody Rhodes with a big right to the top of the head. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes falls to the mat. Bronson Reed tags in, preventing Cody Rhodes from making a tag. Alright, Cody Rhodes is in the corner and moves as Bronson Reed hits the ring post. Both men are down. Cody Rhodes makes a tag to Randy Orton. Randy Orton power slams Braun Breaker, who was tagged in. Bronson Reed is then tagged in. He drops Randy Orton with a death volley driver. Bronson Reed goes to the top rope, but Randy Orton gets to his feet and nails Randy Orton with a big right hand. Randy Orton superplexes Bronson Reed off the top rope. Randy Orton covers Bronson Reed, but Braun Breaker comes in before the referee can make the 3 count. Cody Rhodes comes in. Yeah, Cody Rhodes comes in and Braun Breaker sends out to the floor. Braun Breaker comes off the apron as they go crashing into the timekeeper's area. In the ring, Randy Orton takes down Bronson Reed, but Paul Heyman distracts the referee. As Bronson Reed nails Randy Orton, Seth Rollins comes in and stomps Randy Orton. Paul Heyman drops off the apron. Bronson Reed covers Randy Orton and gets the win. The winner by pinfall, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. This was a decent match for what it was. After the match, they all celebrate. Seth Rollins sends Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to the back as Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman says. Paul Heyman tells Seth Rollins not to do it. He tries to block Seth Rollins, saying that Cody Rhodes is in his head. Seth Rollins hits the ring and goes for a curb stomp on Cody Rhodes, but he blocks it and drops Seth Rollins with a crossroads as the show goes off the air. Alright, SmackDown goes off the air. Alright, and let me give my honest opinion while thinking about WWE Smackdown. Now, WWE Smackdown was a boring show for what it was. It had some good highlight moments and matches too, but the entire show was just boring. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Smackdown review and highlights, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end. Get this video up to at least 30 likes in this video. Comment down below what you guys think of Smackdown. I already said it was a boring show for what it was. And that's all I gotta say. Follow my social media down below in the description. I want you guys to have a great Friday and a great weekend. And I'll see you guys tonight on my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Smackdown review and highlights at around 4 o'clock a.m. on YouTube. And that's all I gotta say. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and all. Stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.